Hey, welcome back. It's another video tour, flip through of this beautiful antique book made into a junk journal. This actually is one that I've had and I just upcycled it again. So you might notice some things that you've seen before in here, but a lot of additions. So this one I added this beautiful little cheesecloth tie, and I'll just set that aside for now. You can reuse that or you can use it as a tie. I've added, I found the word journal in an antique book, so I clipped it and put it in the frame. I did not print that out. And I've got 6 different kinds of crochet here, and this beautiful tatted trim, all antique. I love the inside of this book too as well. It's really quite stunning, and I wrapped that beautiful antique crochet around to the back. You'll see another one back here, so just tons. And I also made this dangle out of my vintage bead collection and some matching ribbons. So let's take a look at this very, very pretty journal, which has the roses up here. And this original book here is from, let's see, the original pages here, so lots of spots to journal on, and I believe this one is 1938. It is almost 100 years old. How wonderful. This beautiful plate here from 1905, and a typing lessons book here from the 40s. And I made this pocket here out of some antique linen, and this came from a 1930s children's book. So there's a spot to journal here, and then a little pocket here as well. And in there is an antique book plate, and that would have been a name plate, so you would put your name on there. It was a box that I acquired that was full of plates that had never been used. So really special for me to have those to share with you. And I just made this tag out of an old file folder, and I put some vintage crochet in there, children's page pocket there. Lots of really cool clusters. This one says creative writing there. I'm gonna get rid of that. And a really fun antique dictionary page, antique paper for journaling. This is a book jacket. Again, a new idea came out of an antique book. And this is from Tony's scrapbook from 1944. I love the quill and the inkwell. Beautiful. Lots of space again to journal. They're really cool dictionary page with that image of the antique car. Lots of antique clusters here. Little pocket made from a children's book page with antique Monopoly money. More of that typing book. Another wonderful plate here, early 1900s again, of a English castle. Little journaling spot up here. Look at this. Home from an antique book. Is that beautiful? Love the type on that one. Poems You Ought to Know, also from an antique book. And this is very cool. This came out of the back of a book that somebody was tossing out. And somebody had typed Amazing Grace and Auld Lang Syne. And it's on, remember this blue paper from school? So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So the words to those two songs, and that's all mounted on top of an antique book page. 1950s. Doily making book, and this one's for tatted doilies, which is why I added the tatting here. And this is just a really fun little antique book page. Isn't that sweet? Journaling on the back, little pocket there. Another children's book page here, and this is from 1920. Little guy with a donkey. 1929. Isn't that cool? Harold Farquhar. Oh, sorry, wrong pocket. I love it. Really neat. I made this journaling pocket, and there's two little mini tags in here, and journal on the back. Not tag, sorry. And then if you flip up this beautiful gold threaded vintage fabric, there's some antique paper under there for journaling on it as well. Children's book pages. This is just another journaling spot here. If you open that up, you'll see some really fun things there from the early 1900s. 1895 page there, turned into a journaling tag. Beautiful embroidered pocket there. This is really neat. This is from 1958, and that is from the phone company, Bell Canada, where the phone was invented. This is a beautiful souvenir postcard from the 1920s. And when I say souvenir, it means it was printed on the front, and the back usually came in a little booklet. This is from 1940, May 1940 Theater Arts magazine. Really special piece. You'll see in a bit. More fun clusters here. Little spot to journal on here. And that little tag. Really fun clusters. This is from a vintage book on antique furniture. And this is from a book, 1904 Freckles. And more vintage paper here. This is the interior spine of this book. I always try to keep it with the book if I can. This is the 1950s. This would have been the tab for the cakes and frostings page from the 1950 Betty Crocker book. And we have this one here from the 1800s, Sunday Reading for the Young, Tale of a Pail. And this is from a 1950s How to Dance book, and this one was the Jitterbug. Look how cool is that? The Jitterbug, but lots of spots for writing there. The other side is the polka. This was a hand-typed research paper, dated 1886 for the Commercial Union. Love it. Another beautiful early 1900s children's book page here. Another wonderful plate from that English book there. And this is incredibly special from 1895. Used companion. Wonderful ads here. We've got telephones, little toys for children. On the flip side, look at this. Steam engines. Wow, locomotives. Just a very cool piece with some value there. And just really historical. And the craftsmanship on that printing is fantastic. Look at this beautiful piece of handmade embroidery. I love it. You can even see the little transfer marks on there. And this is an antique book page here from a children's book. That's Mother Goose. And on the back I put some antique paper to do more writing on. I use all the white space in all of my journals, like every little bit when I'm journaling. Antique book page here. And this is just a fun little piece here in this floating pocket. I just really think that's cool. All the little clasps. You can have some fun with that in your artwork or just enjoy it. 1955 stamp collector's page. And this is a wonderful 1920s hard cardstock fuzzy page here. The sweet girl and her teddy bear. Made this pocket out of a doily. We've got some 1920 bank notes, and a vintage playing card, more crochet children's book, and the last of the book. Look at how cool that is. Is that not the coolest thing ever? I didn't want to cover up too much, so I left it the way it was. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. It is around $50 US, and you can find that at hyperstamper.etsy.com. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.